So do you guys remember all the way back, I think it's now a year ago, where I actually talked about a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake? And that was at the time a rumor, and then we also had the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake rumors, which turned out to be real. Well, I actually might have a update towards that rumor. Sit back, relax, enjoy, take a beverage, and let's get on with this news. A long time ago, I actually already made a video about the fact that there might be a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake also in development next to Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. There is a new rumor again from the same source that apparently correctly leaked the God of War DLC that was revealed at the Game Awards from a Spanish outlet, which I want to talk about today. And they talked about the fact that there is still a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake in development right now. So, by the way, if you have a good comment of your own, it can be about Metal Gear Solid, let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys hyped for a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake or maybe for MGS 3 Delta? Let me know and I might feature your comment in the next video. Area Gios, I hope I say this right. I could be butchering it because my Spanish is not really that great. They made a new article about this Metal Gear Solid 1 remake rumor. And keep in mind, this is a rumor. I always say this with rumors. Take rumors always with a pinch of salt. But I do want to feature them in a video because apparently they have been right in the past with the God of War DLC that was revealed at the Game Awards. So let's see what they have to say about this Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. Exclusive. The first Metal Gear Solid still has a remake in production. Months ago, one of our sources told us exclusively that several things were being brewed about the future of the Metal Gear saga. In particular, he announced that a remake of the first installment of Metal Gear was being developed to be announced throughout 2023. Indeed, this did not happen, but it is quite true. Konami had several things in store, announcing a collection of the first installments, the one known as Metal Gear Solid Master Collections Volume 1, and also Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta as a remake of said delivery. Recently, remember that we successfully leaked the existence of a God of War DLC for God of War Ragnarok that would be announced at the Game Awards. This suggests that the information we receive is not misguided and what the source is hearing internally may be very real. In question, these voices say that the remake of the first installment of Metal Gear Solid is in production in one of its first phases, and that Konami has it in mind as one of its most ambitious projects for the coming years. If Metal Gear Solid Delta sees a release in 2024, the remake of the first installment could well be the next big project on the horizon. It doesn't sound unlikely at all. They reiterate that they had the leak true for God of War DLC. Now, I did not see this myself, that they actually posted this. I did not really keep up with their news because they are a Spanish outlet and I am more subscribed and following English sites. Of course, I don't speak Spanish, but if they were in fact correct about the Ragnarok DLC, then they have some sort of ground to stand on, I suppose, with that information. Still though, in my opinion, I would take this still with a grain of salt, because it would be nice if they are indeed planning already a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake. It is pretty fast after the third one, and I don't know if those plans already would be solidified. Doesn't mean it hasn't. If we look at the Resident Evil remakes as an example, how Capcom is doing it, they have been really building those plans for those remakes much more in advance, and they probably already had the layout for a Resident Evil 3 remake when they were doing 2, and maybe even 4 already. So maybe there is something to this rumor, I would just be cautious if I were you. Because this website, they might have been right, but they aren't really at the same level of integrity like a Jason Schreier or like a Tom Henderson or like Jeff Grubb as an example. So I would keep it a little bit suspicion for now. It's interesting, of course, if this is true. I will follow this rumor. They have been right. I will give them that. So maybe they do have some real information. I would like to see someone else corroborate this information in the industry. Maybe Tom can look into this, or another insider like Nate the Hate. Someone else like Jason Schreier. I don't think Jason Schreier will be doing this because this is a low level rumor for him, I suppose. But yeah, it would make sense to remake 1 after 3. From what I know, 3 is the first one in the timeline, shall I say. I'm not the biggest Metal Gear fan myself. I want to get into the series because I've always been very interested. I've only played 5 and I really liked the gameplay of 5. Story was okay, and I've heard that the story is much better in the older games, so I really would like to play those older games. I actually do have the remaster collection on, I believe, the PlayStation 3 with all the games, and it is on my backlog to play. I really want to play it because I also really liked Death Stranding from Kojima. I'm kind of a new fan towards his work, and I would like to see what he has done with, of course, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3 and 4 in particular. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this rumor? Is there any credence to it? If it is real though, I will say I don't think we will see this anytime soon for a release or reveal anytime soon, because of course MGS3 has the priority right now and they want to just do that. Maybe that also points more that a MGS3 release is in fact indeed for 2024 and they just want to push that out so they can continue with 1. And maybe we already see 1 then in 2025 as a trailer maybe, and then a release in 2026. Most of the time though, remakes don't tend to take too long to develop. Depends on, of course, what engine they are using, stuff like that. Let's do quickly a comment of the day. I didn't still have any comments for my new videos, which is a little disappointing. So I will take a comment from one of my earlier videos. Let's see, I will take one from the RGG Studio Have Another Game reveal next year video from Mandrew6282. Hoping we get a Like a Dragon Ganshin remake and Western release now that we have had Ishin, but I would love a Judgment 3. Hopefully we get more from that series. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that because I am one of the only ones apparently that liked Ishin. I will tell you something. I actually didn't know Kenzan existed because I am a pretty new Yakuza fan, shall I say. I've only played 1 up until 6, 7 and the Judgment games, and the only one I haven't played is 5, which I'm keeping for a rainy day when nothing is happening. Then I will play 5. Yeah, I would really love Kenzan, but I would also really love Judgment 3. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have a good comment of your own. Let me know in the comment section down below and I might feature your comment in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming news, leaks, rumors towards the biggest single player games from PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, you name it. I cover every platform. And of course, visit my social media in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next Get Rekt Gaming News video. Bye bye.